What does chkdsk do, exactly? I have attempted to read a bit about chkdsk, but I still don't conceptually understand what it does. From Microsoft, creates and displays a status report for a disk based on the file system. chkdsk also lists and corrects errors on the disk. Used without parameters, chkdsk displays the status of the disk in the current drive. From Wikipedia, displays the file system integrity status of hard disks and floppy disk, and can fix logical file system errors. But this is all extremely vague, and I've not seen a good, concise, clear summary of what is actually going on. I just ran a chkdsk and got some of the following messages. Deleting corrupt attribute record 128 from file record segment 120,759. The USA check value 0 by 0 at block 0 by 3 is incorrect. The expected value is 0 by 63. The multi-sector header signature in file 0 by 3D5B6 is incorrect. Deleting corrupt file record segment 251,333. Deleting orphan file record segment 251,321. Deleting an index entry from index $O of file 25. Deleting index entry P104 on 58123.jpg in index $I30 of file 100 and 18,566. Is there anywhere I can go to make any sense out of any of these messages? Does it matter at all to an end user? Does it ever delete files or only indices? From the log output, it seems like I had a lot of errors in my disk, but don't know if this is something I should be concerned with or not.
I think that the Microsoft definition is quite good. From your question, creates and displays a status report for a disk based on the file system. chkdsk also lists and corrects errors on the disk. Used without parameters, chkdsk displays the status of the disk in the current drive. From what you have shown, your hard drive basically had a bit of corruption, but it looks like chkdsk was able to fix it. This sort of thing unfortunately happens over time, bad shutdowns, power failures during writes, etc., and it isn't necessarily anything to be concerned about.
My 2 cents, mostly for future readers, considering the age of this thread. Some users are undoubtedly unaware there are really 2 levels of chkdsk operation, selectable via command line switch, the /f, chkdsk/f, and the /r, chkdsk/r. Both instruct chkdsk to fix the errors it finds, but the difference is that /f does not check the drive for bad sectors, whereas /r does. One way to think of it is, /f fixes software problems, /r software and hardware, since bad sectors are actual physical damage to the disk surface. /r is essentially what the old SpinRite program used to do, because today's large capacity drives are for the most part beyond its abilities to deal with, analyzing every single sector on the drive, whether it contains data or is completely blank, and attempting to read and relocate data it finds onto good sectors. Then it marks the bad sectors as bad, so that Windows does not use them again, effectively removing the bad sectors from the system. As might be expected, the /r option takes several hours to complete, so don't sit there staring at it waiting for it to finish. Smile! I'm generally a huge critic of Microsoft, yet even I have to admit they got it right with this tool. Used right, it's easily worth the same as standalone programs that sell for anywhere from $40 to $100. On a separate note, the same can be said about defrag, which is also included with Windows, does as good and possibly a better job than commercial defraggers.
Agree with Will's answer in terms of what the big picture is. You probably don't need to worry what the error messages mean. That said, if you what the error messages mean, you would need to understand how NTFS/FAT/file system of your choosing formats a disk. I think the Rasinovich books from Microsoft Press discuss NTFS, and I'm sure there are other free web resources, e.g. this site seems like a decent NTFS discussion at first glance. But most likely this is more detail than you need to worry about.
If you want to support Kale, please consider